Hey there folks, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you another board game video. Something a little bit different today, something a little bit special. I'm going to give you a hint. What do you think I'm going to be playing? If you said The X-Files, you're a fucking idiot. Today, I'm bringing you Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game. I recently got this last week. I have never played it before. This is literally my first time playing the game. I didn't even do a test playthrough of it. I just jumped right in. So naturally, I've got some rules wrong. I'm assuming people in the comments will bitch and moan about it. That's fine. Everything helps. So, a few things. Today, Halloween, my good friend and partner in crime, Ian Van Gamet, has his exhibition in Gallery 188 in Katoomba. Of course, because of the pandemic, it's restricted. You have to make a reservation. But if you are in Katoomba over the next week or so, drop into the gallery and have a look at the art. It's absolutely amazing, and you can also pick up a catalogue. I've written an essay for it, so has our good friend Dr. Luke Carmen. Really worth checking out. Follow us on plaguelandsmedia.com, Facebook, Ian Van Gamet on Instagram. You can see some of our merchandise on Redbubble. I'm forgetting something though. There's something I always do in these video introductions and I can't quite... what is it? Hold on, I need to think. That's right. I always say, let's get this fucking shit to the table. Okay, so I have set up Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game, for the first time. I've never played this before, so I'm bound to make a few mistakes. Our big bad is going to be the Master, the big bad from Season 1. We have the plot cards. Our first monster of the week is the Grimslord Demon, and he is at UC Sunnydale. To defeat him, we need tome and weapons, and then one of those symbols on the event card. Unfortunately, he is at UC Sunnydale with Giles, and our characters are, of course, Buffy. She has her basic actions here, and then her special action: perform a move and a fight in any order. After performing the fight action, stun all baddies in your location. We have Giles. He can hold one extra item, so he can hold 4 items instead of 3. And I can reveal 4 items, choose 2 to keep, and discard the rest. Xander Harris, his special is, come on focus, choose another character. You and that character can each perform a basic action without spending an action token. And of course, Willow Rosenberg, she can discard any number of magic supplies. For each one discarded, slay 1 baddie anywhere. She has an extra fight action where she can slay 1 baddie in her location if she has the magic supplies. Fight, stun 1 vampire, or attempt to slay a monster of the week or a big bad. Okay. So we've given them their supplies. Willow has magic supplies. Buffy has a wooden stake. Giles has a tome. And Xander has holy water. So Buffy has the wooden stake where we can dust 1 vampire in our location, and if we discard it we can dust 1 vampire without using action. Giles has the tome. He can search to stun one demon in any location, or I can discard it to draw an artifact from the artifact deck. Willow has the magic supplies. I can use these to remove one wound token from the Apocalypse track. If the Apocalypse track ever gets to 13, I believe, then we lose. Xander has the Holy Water. He can fight to stun a vampire in any location, and we can discard to do the same thing without using an action. And what that all means, I'm sure, will become apparent when I start playing. So we have Giles at UC Sunnydale, Willow at the Magic Box with a vampire and a demon, Buffy at the Summers Residence, and Xander at Sunnydale High with a demon, and there is a townie and a townie, demon and vampire, demon, demon, and demon. Okay, so Buffy is the first player. What does Buffy want to do? So, I think she's going to use an action and I'm going to move her to City Hall. Giles is going to use his special ability. He's going to reveal 4 items. I'm looking for weapons. So I got wooden stake, weapon, wooden stake, weapon. And I can keep 2 and discard the others. I'll keep the weapon and the wooden stake. The others get discarded. Now, because I used his special, I have to draw an event card. So we have a demon terrorizes Rosedale Cemetery, a vampire lurks at UC Sunnydale. If no characters are currently evil, choose a character to become evil. Okay, so a demon is at, was it Restfield? No, Rosedale Cemetery down here. A vampire is at UC Sunnydale. And I have to choose a character to become evil. So take this card. The next time you perform an action, expend one of your action tokens and make an event check to determine what happens, and then discard this card. I'm going to make Willow evil for the moment. That was not good. Okay, Xander. Okay, Xander's going to use his special as well. Choose another character. You and that character in any order can perform a basic action without using an action token. So I'm going to have Xander move to Angelus's mansion with the townie. And I'm going to have Giles do a fight action because he is with the monster of the week. Attempt to slay a monster of the week or the big bad. So to slay the Grimslaw demon, we need to discard tomes and weapons, which I do have. And then we flip over the event deck and we need to find one of those symbols at the bottom, an Ankh or a pentagram. So we have the Ankh and we have the Ankh. So we just slayed our first monster of the week, which means we get a clue token on UC Sunnydale. We are a little bit closer to finding out the plot of the master. If we do a search action and we can uncover the master's plot, we need 3 of them, and then we have to defeat him that way. And our new monster of the week is Rack. He is going to be at the magic box. When using magic supplies to remove a wound, discard the magic supplies. Rack does not move during monster activation. The character that slays Rack becomes evil, and we need magic supplies and a weapon to defeat Rack. So the monster of the week token goes to the magic box with Evil Willow. So that was Xander. Because we used his special ability, a vampire lurks at the magic box, a townie needs help at the vineyards. So we have a... oh, this is not good. And a vampire lurks at the magic box. There are too many vampires at the magic box. Okay, place this card next to the game board until the end of the round. Summer's residence cannot be activated this round. Okay. So I will just put that there. So the Summer's residence cannot be activated. Have a sip of beer. Delicious. Okay. It is Willow's turn. Willow is evil. So we're going to use a basic action here, and we'll find out what happens. So the pentagram says activate the monster of the week or the big bad. The big bad is not out yet. So we activate Rack. Rack does not move during monster activation. Okay. So he doesn't move, but he will attack Willow, putting a wound on the Apocalypse track. Okay. Buffy is going to use her special. Perform a move and a fight action in any order. Well, she's going to move and she is going to fight to dust one of the vampires. And after performing the fight action, stun all baddies in your location. The vampire and the demon are now stunned. She could dust the vampire because she has the wooden stake. We have another event. A vampire lurks at Glorificus's mansion and a demon terrorizes the Summers residence. If there are no baddies in the Hellmouth, which there are not, add 1 vampire to the Hellmouth. So we get a vampire at Glorificus's mansion. We get a demon at the Summers residence, and we get another vampire in the Hellmouth. Okay. Giles, what are you going to do, my friend? Well, he's going to use a basic action to dust the vampire. Simple. Xander, he is going to use an action to search, draw 2 item cards. He gets a wooden stake and a tome. What do I need to kill Rack? Magic supplies and weapons. Okay. Come here, stupid holy water. Okay, I'm going to discard my holy water to stun this vampire. The holy water says, during your turn you may discard it to stun any vampire in any one vampire in any location. I'm going to discard the tome to draw an artifact, and we get the amulet. Special, if you succeed, discard this artifact and place a wound token on the apocalypse trap to slay all baddies in your location. That's a little dangerous. I'm not sure I like that artifact, but I have it nonetheless. Okay, so that was Xander. Okay, Willow. Willow. Okay, and Rack. Willow is going to use her search action. So let me just... Okay, so she's going to draw 2 items. I'm looking for weapons. Okay, we got garlic. During your turn, you may discard this and place a garlic token in your location. The first time a baddie would move to contain a garlic token, remove it, and the baddie may garlic token instead. So basically, you hang garlic up and they can't get there. Fight to move 1 vampire in any location 1 space. During your turn, you may discard this to move 1 vampire without using an action. Okay. I didn't get what I was looking for. That's okay. Okay, Buffy is going to also search She can also search to see if she can get weapons. She got a wooden stake and cross. And she's going to discard 1 wooden stake to kill that vampire. Giles. I don't want to search with the clue yet. So he's going to search again. Need those. There's weapons and holy water. Okay, we got weapons and we got the holy water. Xander. Oh, before I finish, now I need the weapons for Rack. No, I'm going... no, you know what? That's fine. Xander is going to search. He also got weapons and a cross. And I'm going to discard... I'm going to discard the wooden stake to kill the vampire at Glorificus's mansion. I can't do that because it's 1 vampire in my location and they are clearly not in my location. So I take back what Buffy did and I take back what Xander just did. Xander is going to... discard the cross instead to move this vampire away from that townie. Willow going to spend her action to move down here with Xander. And I believe that trading is a free action. Trading items or artifact cards between characters is a free action. So Xander is going to give the weapons to Willow, and Willow is going to give the cross to Xander. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Buffy's final action. What does she have? She has cross, wooden stake. Okay. What does she want to do? I'm going to move her to, I'll move her to City Hall. Giles. I'm going to search for Giles. I get weapons and magic supplies. Excellent. And I'm going to discard Holy Water to stun this vampire. Xander, what are you going to do? I will just search again, I guess. And I get a tome and magic supplies. I'll discard the cross. You know what? I'm getting rid of this artifact. This artifact is no good. And Willow is going to use her special. Discard any number of magic supplies for each one. Slay one baddie anywhere. So I'll discard one to slay this demon here. And then trade with Xander. Xander's going to give her magic supplies because I used her ability. We draw an event card. A demon is at UC Sunnydale and a townie needs help at the cemetery. Move one vampire towards the nearest townie. We have a demon at UC Sunnydale. We have a townie at Rosedale Cemetery. And a vampire moves towards the nearest townie. Okay, well, I'll move that vampire up there. Okay, end of round. The big bad activates first, he doesn't, followed by the monster of the week. Okay, he doesn't move. Rack does not move during monster activation. The character that slays him becomes evil, so he will do nothing. And then, baddies attempt to move. So I think the baddies move first. When it activates, Each baddie kills an unprotected townie in its location, and then it will move. So the demon will kill that townie there. Okay, now they'll move to the nearest unprotected townie. Okay, so this demon will move down here. That demon is with Giles. And then he is going to, I think the demon's going to move. It does not share it, so he's not going to move. That demon's going to stay there. Vampire can move there. Demon can move there as well with Buffy. That demon is going to move there. Okay. Now all the stunned vampires and demons flip back up. We rescue this townie. Activation if there are unprotected townies here. Move one to the crypt. There are not. We can rescue 2. Okay, what does this say? After monster activates, if there's an unprotected townie here, move it to the catacombs. And that event card now goes away. And I believe that is everything. So all of our tokens get flipped back up. First player marker will move down to Giles now. And what is Giles going to do? Okay, very simple. He is going to use an action to slay this demon. Xander is first going to discard his tome. Whoops. Draw an artifact, and he gets the Troll God's Hammer. Fight check. If you succeed, stun or baddies in your location. If there is a monster of the week in your location, it doesn't activate this round. Very cool. I like that. And then, what is he going to do? He's going to use his special. So I will move to the magic box, and I'll have Willow move to the magic box as well. Then I'm going to discard my stake to dust that vampire there. And we draw an event card. Demon terrorizes UC Sunnydale. We just killed one. Townie needs help at Rosedale Cemetery, and the Hellmouth cannot be activated this turn. Some locations have things that you can do. Activation effects. Okay. Willow. She's going to use a basic action. She's going to discard the weapon and the magic supplies. To check, we need an eye and a triangle or an ankh, and we get a pentagram. So we did not defeat Rack, and we just lost our weapons and our magic supplies. Okay. Buffy. Cross, wooden stake, wooden stake. Going to use a fight action to dust that vampire. Giles is going to move to the magic box. with everybody. And then he's going to trade his weapon and magic supplies to Xander. And he is going to discard his weapon to slay that demon. Okay, Xander is going to try and fight Rack. I need to discard weapons and magic supplies, and I'm looking for an Ankh or a Triangle Eye. And we get the Triangle Eye, so we have defeated our second big bad, but Xander did become evil for doing that. So Rack is defeated. We put another clue on the magic box, and our next monster of the week are the Gentlemen. The Gentlemen are at UC Sunnydale. Players cannot speak while the Gentlemen are in play. Any player that speaks must place a wound token on the Apocalypse track. Okay, that seems a little bit silly, I guess. And we need 2 weapons to defeat them. I'm not going to do that because that's going to make for a really boring video. So, yeah, we can forget about that. Okay, so that was Xander. Okay, Willow is going to use her search action and I'm going to remove this clue token from the magic box, and let's see what the first plot card of the master says. Vampires move 1 additional location during monster activation. Oh crap, that sucks. I need a stake and holy water and one of those 2 symbols. Okay. And I believe 3 plot cards. We have to defeat 3 plot cards to beat the master. The master will come out when we defeat our 3rd monster of the week. Okay, Buffy. What are you going to do? What do we need for that plot card? We need weapons. She's going to use her special to... No, she's not. She's not. It's not what she's going to do at all. She is going to... She's going to use her action to move up here with the vampire, and she will discard her cross to dust. Okay, back to Giles. Giles is going to use his special. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have garlic, tome, weapons, and a wooden stake. We are going to keep the weapons and the tome and discard the other 2. And we draw an event card. Vampire lurks at the magic box. A townie needs help in the vineyards. Move 1 vampire towards the nearest townie. So we have a vampire in the magic box. We have a townie at the vineyards. And move 1 vampire towards the nearest townie. We'll move him up there. Okay. Xander is going to use... Oh, he's evil, isn't he? Because he killed Rack. So what happens? We get the pentagram symbol. Where is it? I'm not even looking through the camera very well. We get the pentagram symbol. And on our evil card, that means we activate the monster of the week or the big bad. Players can't speak. Okay. So the monster of the week. Let's see how he activates. Okay, so I would assume that the monster of the week is going to slay anyone in here and then move towards the nearest unprotected townie. Let's move him there. Okay, Willow is going to perform a search action. She gets garlic. So Willow has 3 garlic. And I'm going to discard 1 to put a garlic token in the magic box just for something to do. Okay, for an action, Buffy is going to move here and discard her wooden stake to dust this vampire. Back to Giles. Giles's last action is going to be to search. He gets a tome and weapons, and he will keep the weapons in the tome and discard the wooden stake. Whoops, Xander should have flipped over that last turn. Xander is going to use the magic supplies, the magic box, the special ability, so I take 2 magic supplies from the deck. There's my 2 magic supplies. And then I reshuffle and then he is going to trade those 2 magic supplies to Willow and take the garlic instead. Willow is going to use her special. She's going to discard these 2 magic supplies. To slay this demon here and this demon here. Okay. So we have to have an event card. There's a demon at Angelus's mansion, a townie at the Restfield Cemetery, and replace any one townie on the game board with a demon. So there is a demon in Angelus's mansion, a townie at the Restfield Cemetery, and let's replace this townie with a demon up there. Okay? And Buffy's special, she's going to move and then fight. So she will stun a vampire at her location and then she will stun. So at least those townies are protected now. Okay. Big Bad will activate. A Monster of the Week, sorry, will activate, killing a townie. Okay, so this demon will move here. This demon will move here. They move 2 spaces, remember, because of the plot. So this demon will move in here, and this demon will move down there. Okay, and we will have him move to... wait. Wait. Okay, so you remove the garlic token and only one of those demons would get in. No, the Monster of the Week would activate first. Okay. Okay, now we're all fine. Now we're good. Okay. For an event card, there is a demon at Rosedale Cemetery and a townie at UC Sunnydale. So there's a demon at Rosedale Cemetery, townie at UC Sunnydale. If there are any demons in the Shadow Valley Vineyards, add 1 more demon to the Shadow Valley Vineyards. Okay, that is not looking good over there. Okay, flip up. Okay. And Xander becomes the first player. Xander is going to do a trade action with Giles and get the 2 weapons. And then he's going to use a basic action to move down here. See if he can take out the gentleman next turn. Willow is going to use the magic box action to get 2 magic supplies. There is 1 in the deck. I don't think there's any more magic supplies in the deck. Okay, we only have 1, so I won't go fishing in the discard pile. I'll wait until it runs out. Okay, that's shuffled. Okay, Buffy. Oh, I had to unstun these demons. Okay. You know what? Buffy is going to search. She gets weapons and a cross. Excellent. And Giles is going to discard his 2 tomes to draw 2 artifacts. He gets the Holy Bible. Monsters of the Week require 1 less holy water. And I can discard this artifact instead of holy water to fight the big bad. And the rocket launcher. If you... Pretty cool. Fight check. If you succeed, discard 1 weapons item or discard this artifact to slay up to 2 baddies in your location. If the Monster of the Week is the judge, you may discard this artifact to defeat him. Pretty thematic. Pretty cool. I like it. And Okay, so that was his search action. Xander, come on, dude. Discarding 2 weapons. I need to find a pentagram or the eye with the triangle, and I get the eye with the triangle, which means the gentlemen have been defeated. That is our 3rd monster of the week, which means the big bad comes out. Ah, not yet. So that means a clue token is placed there. The monster of the week is taken off the board. Okay. And now we have to reveal the clue tokens in order to get the monster of the week to show himself. Willow is going to use her special to fight, slay 1 baddie in your location. I'll get rid of that demon. And I have the magic supplies, so we draw an event. A vampire lurks at Angelus's mansion, and a demon terrorizes Restfield Cemetery. Okay. Vampire is Angelus's mansion, and a demon is at the Restfield Cemetery. If there are any townies sharing a location with each other, move them to separate locations. The player's choice. Excellent. I'm going to move one there and one there. Okay. Buffy is going to use her special, perform a move action and a fight action. I'm going to use my weapons to slay a demon, and then I'm going to move here, and after my fight action they all get stunned. But have to draw an event card. There's a vampire at City Hall and a townie needs help at the Bronze. And a vampire at City Hall. And replace any one townie on the game board with a vampire. Okay. You can become a vampire because you're at the Bronze already. Who's Giles got? Garlic. Okay. It's a free action. I'm going to discard garlic to put a garlic token there. And I'm going to use this to move to here. Xander is going to uncover the Master's next plot. At the end of each round, spawn 1 vampire at either Sunnydale Cemetery, Rosedale Cemetery, or Restfield Cemetery. And I need holy water and garlic to defeat that. Okay. So, who is next? Next is Willow. I am going to use my I'm going to use my search action with the magic supplies to remove a wound from the Apocalypse track. I cannot remove townies. Buffy, fight action, destroy that demon. Giles, search action to reveal the Master's third plot. After monster activation is resolved, if there are more vampires than unprotected townies in a location, kill all the townies, a wooden stake and a cross. Okay, we can now bring out the Master. A vampire, at the end of each round, a vampire lurks at location containing a clue token. When the Master reveals himself, place him in the Hellmouth. Okay, I think okay. I think the clue tokens are meant to stay on the board. I don't think we remove the clue tokens. Otherwise the that doesn't make sense to me, but that's okay. I'm probably playing it wrong. So that was Xander's. Was that Xander or Giles? I think that was Xander. Okay. So, Willow is going to use her action to move away from the demon. Buffy is going to use her action to search. We're looking for a wooden stake. A cross and a wooden stake. Tome. Okay, and I'll discard 2 crosses. I'm also going to discard the tome as a free action. Okay, Monsters of the Week, discard this artifact instead of a tome to fight the big bad. Well, unfortunately the big bad doesn't need any of that. That's a useless item. Giles is going to use his special to draw 4 cards. And keep 2. What do we need? We do need wooden stakes. What does he have? So, wooden stake cross. So I'm going to keep the 2 wooden stakes. Discard that. And as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to discard the rocket launcher. I think that's a bad idea. Event card, because he used his special ability. Vampire lurks at Restfield Cemetery, and a demon at Angelus's mansion. Damn it. If possible, remove 1 townie sharing location with a character from play and replace it with a vampire. Okay. Xander is going to use his special. With Giles, Giles is going to do a fight action to dust the vampire. And Xander is going to move here. No, he's not. Xander is going to search. He has holy water and weapons. Okay. I think I messed something up there. Xander shouldn't have been the last to go, but whatever. It's my first time. Have a vampire at the Summers residence, and a townie needs help at Glorificus's mansion. Vampire at the Summers residence, townie at Glorificus's mansion. Move one vampire towards the nearest townie. Okay, so the big bad will activate now. Okay. When he revealed himself, we had to check for that symbol. Nope, it wasn't there. Okay. So the master will activate. There's no one there. We will draw an event card and we get the Unk. Add one townie to the Apocalypse track or choose one character to permanently lose a basic action. I'll put a townie, whoops, that's a vampire. I'll put a townie on the Apocalypse track, I can afford to. Okay, now, vampires move one additional location. You have to spawn a vampire, and if there are more... Okay. So, this vampire is... going to do something, I think. When a baddie activates, each baddie kills an unprotected townie in its location or wounds a character if possible. So he's not going to kill the townie, but I guess he's going to wound, this vampire is going to wound us. Okay, so now this demon is going to move one. This demon is going to move one. This vampire is going to move one. This vampire is going to move one. This vampire is going to move two. This demon is going to try and come in here, but the garlic will stop them. This vampire will move two, and this demon will move one. Okay. Flip up all of our tokens. Stop the cats from fighting. Willow becomes the first player. We need to get over to the Hellmouth. What can we do at the cemetery? Townies cannot be rescued in this location. Wow, okay. Oh, and these are all unstunned now. Just going to have Willow move. We're going to kind of head over towards the Master. Buffy. Going to use her special to kill that demon, stun them, and then move to the Summers residence. So we draw an event card. A vampire lurks at Sunnydale High. A townie needs help at Sunnydale Cemetery. Place this card beside the game board. Demons deal an additional wound token when they attack characters this round. Okay. Giles is going to use action to move to Rosedale Cemetery. Xander is going to use an action to move. Willow is going to use her action to move. Buffy is going to use her action to move. Giles is going to use his action to move. His action to move and trade holy water to Giles. No, he's not going to trade actually. Willow is going to move. Buffy is going to move, cross and stake. Stake in holy water. Okay. Giles is going to move. Xander is going to use his special to... No, he's not. He's going to use his action to search. Get a wooden stake and a wooden stake. Okay. Ditching the weapons and the artifact didn't really do anything. Okay, Buffy is going to stun that vampire. Giles is going to use his special No. Use his special just to move. So we need an event card. Vampire at Summer's residence. Townie at Glorificus's mansion. Move one vampire towards the nearest townie. Okay. Xander is going to use his special to have Giles use the wooden stake and holy water and the garlic. Holy Bible, I can discard it instead of a holy water to fight the big bad. Holy water and garlic is being discarded. I need an ankh or a pentagram, and I get the ankh, which means I have defeated the first plot of the master. I should have spawned a vampire. I'll do that now. Okay, and Xander's going to use his action to move, and then Willow is going to discard magic supplies to destroy that vampire, and we get another event card. Vampire at the magic box, and a townie needs help at Shadow Valley Vineyards. Okay. Okay. End of round. So the end of each round, a vampire when the monster reveals himself. Okay, so what happens? The ankh. Add one townie to the apocalypse track, or choose a character to permanently lose a basic action. I'll add a Townie to the Apocalypse track. Okay. After monster activation. Okay, so this Townie is killed by the demon. This Townie is killed by the vampire. This Townie is killed by the vampire. This Townie is killed by the vampire. This Townie is killed by a vampire. Gonna move there. Demon's gonna move there. Vampire's gonna move there. Demon's gonna move there. Vampire's gonna move there. Vampire's gonna move there. Vampire, demon, demon, demon. Okay. End of round, end of round. And Buffy goes back to being the first player. First thing she's going to do is do a trade action with Xander. And stunned, stunned, stunned. And then she's going to move onto the Hellmouth. Mistake cross, mistake holy water. Okay, Giles is going to do a search action. Weapons and holy water. Excellent. Xander is going to move onto the Hellmouth. And Willow is going to do a search action for holy water and a wooden stake. Excellent. Buffy. Wooden stake and cross. I'm going to discard wooden stake and cross. For this plot I need an ankh or the eye symbol, and I get a pentagram. Fuck beans. Okay. Giles. Wooden stake and holy water. I need an pentagram or an eye. We get the pentagram. That plot is down. So, Xander is going to do a search action looking for a cross, which we get. And I will ditch the holy water. Willow is going to use a fight action to dust this vampire. Buffy is going to move out of here. Giles is going to use his special ability, looking for a cross, garlic, wooden stake, weapons, and weapons. We'll keep the garlic and we'll keep the wooden stake and we'll ditch the weapons. Xander is going to ditch the cross and the wooden stake. We are looking for an ankh or an eye. To win the game, we get a fucking pentagram. I've got a feeling this is it. We cannot win from here. Willow is going to search. 2 wooden stakes. I'll just chuck the holy water. Okay, 2 wooden stakes. Buffy is going to use her special to move and fight the demon, stunning the vampire. We get another demon in City Hall. We just killed one there. Townie at the bronze. Replace any townie on the game board with a demon. Okay. Giles is going to search. You need a cross. 2 weapons. Xander is going to use his special. He is going to search. We have garlic. Okay, if this card is a cross, nope, garlic and weapons. Game over. And Willow is just going to move to the bronze. Whoops, I have to do it because he used his special. We get a vampire at the bronze. Townie at City Hall. Place his card beside the game board. Vampires deal additional wounds. And Willow used hers to move, so we get last vampire at the magic box. Townie at the vineyards. And move 1 demon towards the nearest townie. Okay. The master is going to activate the Ankh, add 1 townie to the apocalypse track, or choose, you know what, I'm just going to add a townie because this demon will kill the townie, and we were defeated by the master. Game over. I probably made a ton of mistakes. I don't know if I was moving the master right, but you get the idea. This is my very first time playing the game. It is really, really fun, really thematic, really ties into the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like the feel, especially the monsters of the week and the big bad with the plots and everything. There are 6 characters in the main box. I didn't use Spike or Angel. There are 5 other baddies. There is Adam, Caleb, the First, Glorificus, and who is the other one? The Mayor. Mayor Wilkins. I have the Friends and Frenemies expansion that comes with 4 new characters and 2 new big bads, but seeing as this is my first time playing, I didn't want to include that in the game. So this is it, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Thank you for watching, stay safe, have a fantastic weekend.